10-minute meal.
Dan, should we start live? It's 2 minutes till.
Matt, turn the video off.
Matt,
and
turn
press
the
go
video
live.
off.
Hey.
Perhaps you should switch cameras.
No, go to me. I'll introduce it, and then we'll do the open, and then I'll introduce, and then we'll go to it.
Yeah, that's right, because I can't do the, what's it called? What is the volume on that? I'm going to just turn them all up. We're live on both.
Why am I on?
That's because when we're waiting to come into it, our mics have to be off. So when I'm talking right now, everybody can hear us. So my mics have to be off. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Akron Buzz for a Friday night. And you know, the world has perhaps gone a little crazy, but we're not. We're completely sane. We are here and having fun. And
I hear you.
okay, wonderful. Tonight we have Cooking with Shawn as our feature. Shawn, are you with us? Let's cut to Shawn there. And how are you tonight?
I'm losing you.
How's it going?
Oh.
You sound great. Why don't you go for it?
Okay, so hey, I'm having trouble hearing you guys, but anyways, here we are in the kitchen. I hope everyone is enjoying their mandatory shutdown and you know, staying at home and staying safe. But tonight we're going to be doing a little fish fry in the air fryer, and I got a vegetable side to go with that, and we're just going to boil some rice too. So first things first, I got a bunch of. Hey, can you hear me all right?
We're with you.
I don't hear you. All right. That's awesome. Anyways, so I got some asparagus, some red bell pepper, onions, and some fresh corn on the cob. We're going to saute that in the pan. I got some water boiling. We're going to do some rice. And like I said, we're going to do a fish fry. So I got some cod from a local market right here in Stowe, Ohio / Cuyahoga Falls. And some fresh cod. It's fantastic. I really wish I could hear you, Dan.
We are trying to fix some audio
Hey, there's
problems.
something.
Yeah, we were trying to fix some audio problems. Is it cutting out a lot?
It was cutting out a lot, yes. I don't know if the viewers are getting that as well, but I know I was getting it on my Skype.
Was it better now? Is it better now?
It's better now.
It's better
yes.
now. Okay. I'm turning Dan's mic back up.
Breaking me out.
Okay, Shawn, I am here. I'm sorry, I just took the mic off and walked over to help out on the board there. How does it sound for you?
Well, it wouldn't be a show.
Oh, right. I'm pretty sure you could. The audience would like to see you. You're gonna after all the technical glitches, you're gonna need a little more of that beer. All right, let's roll into it.
All right. So you saw earlier I have some asparagus, bell pepper, onions. Let's get this burner fired up here. That's going to get nice and warm. I already got some butter in there. I'm going to put a little olive oil in there as well. And we can go ahead and I'm going to set this to the side. Make sure you have your toilet paper ready to go for emergencies and clean everything with your 4019. So here we got the air fryer. Fantastic gadget. I got it for Christmas. It's one of my favorites. We're gonna go 17 minutes on this at 390. We're gonna start it, and first 2 minutes we'll get it kind of warmed up and preheated. So here we go. I got some cod, like I said, and we got some breadcrumbs. Now the cod's just been sitting in some olive oil and a little Italian dressing, and that's going to use to bind the breadcrumbs to the cod. And we're going to go ahead. I've already washed my hands, but I'll do it again.
While you're doing that, we're going to cut away to the camera crew. Cut away to a camera that shows you guys.
Who's at the studio?
Matt and Chris, is that camera 5? What camera is that now? 6. They are absolutely in disbelief. Everyone meet Matt, who is directing. Matt, wave at everybody. Chris is running sound and the Skype feed, and he forgot his name. They are looking at the Facebook return feed, and they are in disbelief at our ratings, which are triple what they normally are tonight. So thank you, Shawn, for tripling our ratings. Now back to you.
Bringing up these little grates right here. They're going to go in the air fryer. Getting those ready. I'm just breading the cod right now. I got the air fryer oven, so it's got 2 racks. It's kind of special. And so, were you guys busy today? Were you doing a lot of stuff here? Being social distancing and all?
Well, we've been social distancing by hanging out in the Akron Buzz studio, doing these live broadcasts. And we came in early. We came over here at about 6 o'clock, and when the boys realized we weren't going to go on till 8, they were in disbelief. I said, we're going to re-engineer everything in the studio, and they did not help. They sat and watched they sat and watched their YouTube shows. How about that?
Well, I mean, yeah, you got to watch your YouTube shows. All right, so our pan's sizzling. I don't know if you can hear that or not. We're going to go ahead and get some of those vegetables in there. I got these first couple pieces of cod all breaded up. I'm going to keep one hand dry and one hand is getting all nasty. Like I said, we just want to put a nice even coat on that, shake off the excess. Shake that a little bit. I'm going to turn that down. I got some water boiling too. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, probably 3 times already, but so yeah, just been enjoying some downtime, that's for sure. But other than that, business as usual.
Right. And yeah, really. It's Friday night here at Akron Buzz. A little bit of wine tasting in the studio. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to pack up and immediately come over and enjoy the fish fry at your place there.
Who would have thought a Friday night we'd be doing an Akron Buzz Live and we'd have all these viewers? Unbelievable. Strange days.
Well, and so give us a sense of how many people will you be able to feed? This is a meal for 4 here? What did you plan in terms of how many?
This could probably feed 4. Definitely could feed 4 people. I mean, the vegetables, dirt cheap. The rice, dirt cheap. The cod, I spent $14 on it today, but I got almost 2 pounds, so not bad. I'm going to put this back up to about 15 minutes.
Now, explain to me exactly what is that apparatus here. For those of us that don't do a lot of cooking and are completely crippled by the restaurants being closed, what is that? Do that thing?
This is an air fryer. It's a power air fryer oven, so it's kind of similar to a tiny conventional oven, just keeps the heat going. Other air fryers are like baskets, and you kind of put everything at the bottom of it. Either one is good. Now, if you don't have an air fryer, you can definitely do this recipe in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. You know, you bread them, you put them on a rack on a cookie sheet, and you're good to go.
Huh.
We're going to go ahead and get our fish in here. It's got a little, slide it right in. Yeah, just like that. And it's going to go. So we got that going. We got our vegetables going. One thing about the vegetables I did want to do and show you guys, let's get these out of here. I don't know if you ever cut corn on the cob, off the cob before, but a little technique I saw in the Food Network. Take a cup or a small little dish here, you put it in your bowl. Put it in your bowl like that. Take your knife. Take your corn. Kind of gives you keeps it stable while you're cutting the corn right off the cob.
While you're doing that, why don't you explain to our viewers exactly what the policy is do we drive up to your operation and then you hand the food through the door? Is there a no contact order, or do you have a drive? How do we come by and pick up the?
Oh, I'm sorry there. There must be someone arriving at the house because the dogs are excited.
Shawn, are the neighbors' dogs going to run in and eat the Thanksgiving dinner? I feel like there's a fra ra 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 in your future.
1 second, please.
All right. So while Shawn is corralling the dogs, we'll tell a little story. I don't know why don't we do this? Let's cut away to camera 6 and see if Matt and Chris have any interest in going out to Stowe and having a Lenten fish fry dinner tonight.
I've never eaten fish.
Arby's.
Besides
At
that.
Arby's, we have the meats.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I
So
think
we're
one
over
reason
here.
that we don't cook at home is because these two spoiled kids are just used to eating out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
All right, so there's our corn. That's going to go right in here with the rest of our vegetables. Oh yeah, that asparagus is going to be awesome. All right, so we're going to hit that with some salt and pepper. Salt and pepper goes on everything. You know what? I forgot to do one thing. One thing.
Uh-oh. What did we forget?
So I'm going to take my butter spray and I'm going to hit my fish with it. I'm going to hit that breading with it.
Maybe you could take a minute and explain to our audience a little bit about how your wardrobe was provided. Maybe give a credit to the sponsor that provided your wardrobe.
Well, this is the quarantine robe, and this right here is in honor of Brohio, the governor, Adam Gakowski, 2014, Section 117 of Progressive Field. Adam was the first and only governor of Ohio, and I love telling that story. He's a great dude.
All right,
So
why don't we?
that's where the shirt comes from. But we're strictly living in quarantine gear over here.
Chris, dance in front of the camera, please.
House
There you go.
slippers.
You're gonna dance.
T-shirt,
The Chris,
pajama pants,
the
whatever.
technical staff, Matt and Chris. This show is being run by 8th graders, by the way.
That's all right. My camera's being run by dogs, so.
This is how we're living through the quarantine and stay-at-home order, is we have 8th graders running our TV show, and we have the dogs running the camera. And Chris and Matt are in disbelief. We have 20 viewers right now. This is the highest rated live Akron Buzz show. So
Right,
thank
sorry.
you, everyone who's watching
I got
this.
I just got bags of rice. I'm just keeping it simple. Everything's simple. You mentioned earlier about the meal, how many people it could feed. It could feed up to 4, and it costs about 20 bucks. I mean, I probably spent $6 on the vegetables and rice, and 14 on the cod.
Will you be turning in the receipt for reimbursement?
Welcome home. What's that?
Will you be turning in the receipt for these food expenses for reimbursement?
Yes. Okay. So I got a lemon right here, right? I'm gonna take that lemon, roll it up, get all those juices going. I'm gonna get a little on those vegetables.
Shawn,
how's it going, guys?
I have seen that look before.
Yes. We have a special guest.
You got it all, pal.
Brady, you
Shawn,
want to come join us and say hello to the audience?
we would love it. The more the merrier.
All right.
Looking good. Smells great.
You guys are just in time because this is about a 20-minute meal too. So.
Yeah, we just picked up Texas Roadhouse.
Well, looks like we'll have some extras.
We didn't know.
I told you.
But I didn't know. I thought you were making this, and I didn't want to infringe. So
I'm not gonna eat all this food.
you got the beer.
Shawn, our viewers would really like to see a cutaway of everyone in the household enjoying what you're cooking. And
we're enjoying this right now, Dan.
Yeah.
It smells great.
he's got the smell-o-vision going. All right, good.
Well,
You might get a cutaway. Me coming in to grab the fork.
their loss. Just a little bit more salt, and I forgot to get garlic, but I had some minced garlic in the fridge. We're just gonna go with that for tonight.
Are you gonna get it, Brady?
What are you doing?
All right, grab it. Plates, silverware. Just do a quick pop up.
Here, you want me to hand you it? I don't know what's going on over here. This is Brady. Say hello to
Hi,
the
Brady.
audience. Now he's shy. Now he's got nothing to say.
We're gonna need a knife.
Oh, this is great.
All right, so we're at about 10 minutes with the fish.
Are you doing it in that fryer?
I'm doing it in the air fryer, yes.
All right, so
Have you ever had it from the air fryer?
No, but not everyone has an air fryer.
And I told them if they don't have an air fryer, they can cook it in the oven.
All right, well, you covered that then. Well
Yes,
done.
I did.
All right.
all right, Shawn, why don't you explain to us where can we for those of us that don't have a lot of kitchen experience, what air fryer do you recommend? If you go on Amazon, what do you just go out to Target? I mean, where do you get a good air fryer? Is there a you wait till the infomercial comes on?
Walmart, Best Buy. This is the air fryer oven. I would recommend this first because I like the racks. The cheaper air fryers, maybe 40 to 60 bucks. They only got the baskets. Not a huge fan.
And what brand is that?
This is the Power Air Fryer Oven. It's the one as seen on TV. The one guy. But wait, there's more.
Right, yeah, well, I was about to say, but come on, you got to use that line. But wait, there's more.
It was in the box that says as seen on TV. So there you go.
All right,
It's a fantastic purchase.
Chris, on the other.
So yeah. We got everything going right now.
Yes, we do.
I will tell you this, Shawn. The steam coming off of it does make it look authentic. The the special effect you have going with the steam. It's the perfect shot you have here. What we have to do now is figure out from a video production standpoint how to engineer that camera, the GoPro or the ceiling camera looking down into the. What do we have? Give us a shot of what's cooking. The vegetables are stirring there. Can you, without upsetting the whole thing? Oh, look at this. Now this is visually appealing. That's a beautiful shot there. Yeah,
Oh,
we don't need
they're
an
coming up
overhead
good.
cam. You just lift the equipment right off of the stove there and walk over to the camera. That's genius.
What's that?
I said we don't need the overhead camera. You just pick up the
Yeah, I'll just bring it to you.
just bring it right to us.
Absolutely.
What we need now is can I read for you can you see I want to read some of the Facebook comments.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, boy.
Let me go back to the oldest comments. Carrie Warren is watching. Thank you, Carrie, for your comments. And Aaron Coleman has joined us tonight. Hello to Aaron Coleman. Okay, Clayton says Coles lost and thought that this was P.F. Chang's. That's pretty good. Andy Mosier, my brother Andy, who played live last night for us, he just joined. What? Oh, wait, Shawn, I'm a little confused on these. Where's the Taco Bell? Wow, that's pretty good.
Who's that?
Clayton is giving you a little grief. That was funny. I enjoy. You got a good razzing from Clayton. Adam Gakowski is watching. Say hi to Adam. Philip Jackson, Mark Hodge, hello. We
My
could do
goodness.
we could do a Stowe class reunion right here on Facebook here. This is great.
I thought we'd all be spending a Friday night together on Akron Buzz.
It's just Stowe Student News with better cameras.
What's that?
It's just Stowe Student News with better cameras.
Oh my God.
That's where we are in life, Shawn.
Well,
28 years later, here we are.
my junior and senior year, I ran around with the camcorder and said I was with Stowe Student News, but I was not with
dear
Stowe
Lord.
Student News.
Dear Lord. So just because I have
They all bought it.
limited patience, and perhaps this is why I don't do a lot of cooking up. How long does this take for all this to, how long does it take for the air fryer to cook the fish or air fry the fish?
We have about 6 minutes on that. The vegetables are pretty much done. I got a nice color on them. A little bit of char.
That's yeah.
Oh yeah, those smell good. The rice is going right now.
And out of sheer curiosity here, I have to ask, what is the purpose of having the Lysol and the toilet paper in the shot? Is this just to illustrate your the procedures, the cleanliness procedures, the safety precautions that you're taking here? And can we interview the other members of the household?
No, they're being camera shy all of a sudden. So I don't know what. Do you want to say hi? I did. Okay. You want to answer a couple questions?
I don't know anything about cooking.
You don't have to know. It's not going to be about cooking.
No, we got a lot of questions. We have a lot of questions.
This is Brady.
All right, Brady, I want to know, how are you, Brady?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. I want to know what you think of Uncle Shawn's cooking here.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Yes, I guess we'll see.
Well, they got Texas Roadhouse.
And what did we have at the Texas Roadhouse? What'd you have for dinner?
That's all right. Food really doesn't last around here anyways. Just a bunch of guys. All right, so we got a couple minutes on that. The rice is almost done. I took the vegetables off, and we're on the home stretch right here. I saved a little bit of lemon for squeeze on that fish later. I just threw something up in the air, but it's fine.
Tabolo knife, please.
What's that?
The Tabolo knife.
Come on, get it, bud.
No, just hand it. It's fine.
Yeah, Kevin, I would like to know what your level of skill is. Obviously, we've got a beautiful kitchen here, but do you know how to use it?
No, that's why Shawn moved in. He can cook for us. And he does cook well and often, so.
Yep.
Okay. And
Kevin fixed my car, so it's great.
It works. It works. It really does.
well, let me hear it.
Unfortunately, I have to see him in that robe all the time, though. Thank goodness he's wearing a T-shirt under it tonight. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Does the comments? Oh.
Yep.
Okay. We
All right,
Sean.
minutes left.
Hey,
Let me
Sean.
just pop in, take a look. Oh yeah, they're looking good.
Sean, we have a viewer request. We would like a member of our audience would like to hear your favorite professional wrestling story. While the fish is cooking, he would like to hear your favorite professional wrestling story.
Can I do a plug?
You-
Right here?
Yeah.
Just, here we go.
No.
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 And is Kevin
No,
offended
that was
by
gonna be
the?
lame, and I stopped. I saved it right there.
All right. Well,
All right.
tell him what it was.
He wanted to do some cheesy plug about a knife, but we're not gonna do that right now. You plug your business. You don't plug something that you don't own. Come on.
All right. Well.
That's not how plugs work.
It was asked.
All right. I can't even get into my favorite wrestling story. There's just there's way too many of them. I did get to intern for a great wrestling organization right here in the Cleveland area called Absolute Intense Wrestling, and they've over the past 13, 14 years they've just gotten bigger and better, and it's a great show they put on. One of my favorite memories though was going to a Monday Night Raw. It had to be 1997 or 98, and we stayed at the Holiday Inn, which is now the DoubleTree up in Cleveland on Lakeside. And it just so happened a bunch of the wrestlers were staying there that night as well. So when we left the event and we went back to the hotel bar, there was Lillian Garcia at the time. She was the ring announcer. And Michael Hayes, he was part of this tag team called the Freebirds in the 70s and 80s. But he was in like talent development. But several of them were hanging out in the bar afterwards, and we had some beers, and I asked questions and fanboyed out on them. And the next morning, I was like in the elevator with Michael Cole. It was pretty fun. People were bombarding them like in the lobby and stuff for pictures and stuff. But back then, 98, 97, you're not walking around with your cell phone. So I'm walking around with disposable cameras, pretty much doing the same thing that everyone does with their cell phones now. So that is my favorite wrestling story. One of them.
So we have to read some of these comments. This is phenomenal. Sean, are you able to see the Facebook comments as you're doing this?
I can pull it up on my phone.
Well, no, don't. I'll read some of them to you. We
I
have.
just didn't know if I needed one more thing distracting me. I got the laptop over here, the camera, the food. So
How about Chris? Can you see them? What if we cut away to Matt and Chris, and that's their assignment? They have to read the comments. Let's Matt, Chris, read the comments. Bring your mics up and read
later.
them.
So
All right, so we're gonna start.
I can't hear him. What?
Bring your mics way up, guys.
They are
Nice
So,
and loud.
they're
Right. And put the mic in front of your face. There you go.
All right, so we're gonna start from the very top.
No, it's to go down to the very bottom there where it says.
Why very bottom?
The
Put
recent
the
ones
mic
are at
in
the
your
bottom.
face.
Okay.
Sean, we're running a broadcast training school
So-
here.
So the last one says it's from Carrie Warren. She said, "Thank God that something is under
Okay.
it."
All right, so that was a fun segment. Let's cut back to Sean.
What's he say?
Oh, Angela Miller says, "Love the robe." Mark Hodge says, "This quarantine needs to end." This is look at this. Hold it a little bit. Oh, there you go. Right there. Just hold it still because the autofocus is working beautifully. Look at this is the product shot right here. That's a $1 million shot, Sean. I'm actually taking
Hold
off
on,
the
let
mic
me-
right now.
let me
I'm
get you
leaving the
everything
kids here and coming over and having
together
fish for dinner.
We'll get everything put together and it'll be good to go. All right. Let's read some more comments.
Mark Hodge says quality Friday night entertainment. He also said this quarantine needs to end. I think that's in reference to the quality of our presentation tonight. And Carrie Warren says, "Hi Mosier, Matt, Chris, and of course Sean." That was earlier.
All right. Well, we're almost all together here. Just draining out my rice. give it a little squeeze. That's hot. Don't touch it.
Shawn, I think as part of our production, Matt and Chris should come over there and do the dishes and kitchen cleanup.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Matt,
Send them
Chris,
over.
what do you guys think about going over there and doing the kitchen cleanup after the show's over?
Never.
No?
We had
No.
21
No.
people on a
Too
second
busy.
ago.
We're too busy being teenagers. We're so cool. Okay. All right. Everyone relax. Here we go.
This is it, the big moment. Is this where we? This is called. This is where we played it.
Yep.
Now, this is a key part of the presentation. Is obviously how it's presented, plating
All right.
it.
Just relax here. We're all in quarantine. Nobody needs to present anything.
No, Shawn, this is important. You know how it's plated, right?
That's right. That's
I
right.
remember we were doing a TV commercial for a restaurant, and that particular restaurant group had 4 locations, and they picked one because that particular, whatever the executive chef was, or the person was an expert at plating. So whatever she left her kitchen was the most presentable looking of dishes of all the restaurant chain. So that's where we were going to do the commercial.
Okay. Let's cut away from me for a second.
Not the right moment to cut back to me. Okay, you know what? What the heck? It's Friday night, folks. We are live. I'm 45 years old and under quarantine and a stay-at-home order, so which I've been under for about 3 weeks. So I picked the wrong week to quit drinking. And I gave Shawn a hard time about having a Bud Light on the last episode. And I said, I don't know about if there's going to be any drinking on Akron Buzz. And then Sue and Tim did a phenomenal job last night of presenting their, there we go. We've cut back to the food. Sue and Tim presented their quarantine beverages, quarantini. Look at this. Shawn, this is fantastic.
Just a little bit of lemon.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and give you a hard time.
It looks fantastic, doesn't it?
Why did you cut away from that? I think
It's good.
Why?
Right?
It was appetizing up until that point. So, just out of curiosity, if we had some wine connoisseurs, what wine pairs? I mean, the Bud Light goes nicely with a fish fry. I mean, you think of beer battered fish, right? But what
It
would
is
you?
similar, it's like some beer battered fish, but let's see where I'm at. Oh,
I want you
to
to sound sophisticated and say, tell me what pairs nicely with the fish fry, the breaded fish. Bud Light, apparently.
I'm really not sure. I'd say any.
I kind of feel like maybe a Chardonnay. I don't know. Not a red wine. I feel like it with the fish. Oh my gosh.
Shawn, can you show us the inside of that fish?
Shawn, can we bring in other members of the household for reaction? Because I kind of feel like you might be a little biased.
You want to try it?
I don't have a shot. I just got
Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Brady doesn't like fish. He doesn't want to try it.
Okay,
you wanna
so
come
that's
try
why they
it?
went to the Roadhouse. Shawn, they knew you were making fish tonight, and they went over to the Roadhouse. And I do have to ask, this is probably the Roadhouse on Hudson Drive and Steele's Corners, and are they open for carryout?
No location markers, please.
Oh, really? Because you're worried that just a rush of people are going to mob your house looking for the fish.
I just want to stay anonymous.
You want to stay anonymous.
I got something stuck in my throat. I need to cough so bad. All right. So
Wow.
there was some fish. It took us about 25 minutes tops, with prep and cooking. The meal, like I said, I literally have 4 more plates like this, and it costs around 20 bucks. What are you gonna do?
I think what we need to do is give each member of the audience a prize for sticking with us. All 14 members of our audience deserve an award. I'm joking. I know that there's thousands that are watching that aren't counted. The system doesn't work properly.
You know, if they subscribe to the Akron Buzz YouTube channel and Facebook, they'll be rewarded year in, year out.
That's right. So, yeah, like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. Isn't that how it works?
That's right.
All right. Anything else happening out there tonight in your in the unnamed location?
No, that's going to be about it. Just some cleanup and smash this food, and we'll be good to go.
All right. Well, then that wraps it up for Akron Buzz Live Cooking with Shawn. And this segment will, of course, be edited and put together and available for viewing later, viewing on demand, and then the ratings will be through the roof. And, of course, Shawn, you're going to put together the recipe and have it available in print form, and it'll be included in part of your books.
Yeah. Well, I see you have a staff there. They could just kind of rewatch the video and write it down for me.
Should I have the staff here transcribe the recipe and put it together into a book? We'll do it. All right. Well, I think that wraps it up for Akron Buzz tonight. That's been a lot of fun. Thank you for watching, all of you, and thanks for putting up with us. We are having a great time doing Akron Buzz Live, and the grand experiment, could we really bring local television back to Akron? Could we do it online? Certainly, we probably could. All right, certainly we probably could. All right, guys, we're going to go to a break, the break that takes us home. That's called the end of the show. So thank you, Shawn. Thank you to Matt and Chris, the most talented 8th grade video production technicians in all of Ohio, if not all of America. Thank you, guys, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.